Episode 22, The Parent Trap. It's me again. Let's jump into it. The other day I posted about increasing independence. Prompting 101 is what I titled it. We showed you guys a video. The video was of the young girl in karate class trying to model or break a board. The instructor was trying to verbally prompt her, gesturally prompt her, model prompt her to break that board, but to no effect.
Licón. Licón. Ahora pisa.
The next thing that came to mind was, okay, parents, how does this correlate with increasing independence, right? As I turn everything into ABA behavioral lens, let's focus on your family, your dynamic, the things that you're struggling with at home. And I want to give you guys, I think probably 4 or 5 little tips that I want you guys to utilize throughout your daily routine to increase overall independence, to decrease your prompts, to make sure that you're doing as little or as less as you want or need to do for your child to increase their overall independence. And so the first one I want you guys to think of when we look at that video, we want to understand what is the receptive or cognitive understanding of that person, right? Of that client or of that situation. Does my son or daughter understand what I'm telling her? Do they know what I expect from her? Are simple phrases, basic one-step instructions, do they get the job done? If I say, give me that white paper on the floor, she's not going to bring me the trash bag in the laundry room. So let's focus on our first things first, our receptive understanding, cognitive understanding of our words to our children. The second thing I want you guys to think about is acquisition, right? Acquisition, that kind of just pretty much says how fast our children pick up things. And the way they pick up things, is it repetitive? Is it functional? Does it make sense? Because if I only do this chore or this task maybe once a week, but I brush my teeth every day, I'm going to pick up brushing my teeth a lot faster than I would, vacuuming the floor, giving, examples, right? So in those situations, you want to think, okay, the acquisition rate is going to be based on how functional the skill or the task that I'm asking my child to complete. If I want this to be something that becomes more independent, then I need to do it repetitively over and over and over again for it to kind of stick, for it to make sense. I've learned in the field that the more functional I make a goal or a lesson, the more the likelihood for the child to maintain this within his repertoire is going to increase. Because, okay, they brush their teeth every single day, so that's something that I can literally focus on 365 days a year. Versus vacuuming, I do that once a week, and so that's only 52 times a year, right? So that acquisition is going to play a role based upon the functionality of the goal. All these kind of break down into just different skills building their repertoire, right? So building their repertoire, we want to understand what our clients are capable of, what your children are capable of, and holding them to that standard. So if my child has gross or fine motor kind of delays or deficits, I'm not going to try to have them, do skills that require, being focused on a task or a skill that requires a lot of gross or fine motor movement. I want to understand where their repertoire is, where they're at the moment, and I want to give them skills or targets that I know that they can complete. I've always told you guys to set your kiddos up for success, and so that's one way to do it, is understand what's in their repertoire, right? And all this kind of boiled down to a phrase in ABA that we call pivotal behavior. Like I said, I don't want to be too dorky on here, but pivotal behavior just pretty much sets the foundation, right? It sets the prerequisites of what we have for our children. So once we know that they can do these basic one-step instructions, that opens the door maybe to two-step instructions, right? We can kind of open the door to bigger and other things that we set before them, because we know as a pivotal behavior, that's the baseline of where they're at. So in that video we showed of the girl trying to break the board. So I'm sure once she masters that behavior, the next targeted behavior will be breaking the board and punching the bag or something like that. So you're going to build upon those behaviors as they progress through that lesson, as they progress through that task. It's all going to increase their independence and overall acquisition of that goal that you guys have in mind. So I hope you guys like that video. I've always thought it was pretty funny because we want to prompt sooner than later, right? So that video went on for almost a minute. But if the instructor would have prompted maybe 15 seconds into it, her acquisition rate would have maybe increased. And so if they brought her back later that day or later the next day, we would have seen her, instead of modeling or not getting the prompts that the instructor was using, she would have got it more immediately in the future, because the prompts were effective and they were utilized sooner than later. So hope that was it. I was about to say I love you guys, but somebody needs it. I love you guys. Every day is Earth Day. Take care of your Earth. Rocking my shirt today, episode 22. I don't even know if I said that in the beginning, but it's Mike here. Same old same. I'll see you guys.